Chaver Bezrat Hashem, good Purim. 49 days until Purim. We're ascending the 49 gates of purity, Mamish. Bezrat Hashem getting to the 50th together. The cover the Heilige Shabbos, 3 days until Shabbos. We are in Shovavim. Zos Chanukah, the light never diminish. It's still there, as strong as it was. It's mamash. It's beaming. It's beaming. It's that beam that we spoke about yesterday, the light beam in the room, but mamash, you feel it. Mamash, it has a shpa on us. A prayer for all of Am Yisrael. Tzil v'shim kol Yisrael. For Pesach, Reuven ben Yosef v'zeh Baruch Bas Yehudi Zom Bas Basa Shir Bas Basa Sign of Reuven ben Mani Tova Bas Peril and Ilui Nishmat Yehudi's bracha Bas Nechemia Ner Neshama Have and Aliyah. God of mercy, help us fight and control our appetites and our negative thoughts and feelings. Help us bring our craving for material wealth. Let us be content with the portion you have given us, Hashem. Let us overcome the urge to get rich and help us stop chasing after unnecessary extravaganzas and dishonest gain. Whatever we have to do in the way of work or business in order to earn a living, let us do it in holiness and purity for the sake of your great name. We're going to go through the whole tefillah. Help us be honest in business. Let us make fixed time for Torah study, and let us give the Torah pride of place in our lives. Stealing Torah with work and business secondary. Don't let us be preoccupied with business worries. Even when we are involved in work, let our thoughts always be bound to you in your holy Torah. For there is no work or business activity in the world that does not contain Torah, even if it is heavily veiled. Bring us to perfect trust. Let us trust you at all times and throw our burden onto you. And you, Hashem, sustain us and guide us in all our business affairs. Let us know how we should conduct ourselves, when we should buy, when we should sell, and when everything else we need to know. Let us along the right path. Give success to our endeavors. Mamish, nothing right. Send us a good living easily and without our having to exert ourselves at all, so that we'll be able to do your will and occupy ourselves with your Torah and serve you at all times. Please, Hashem, have mercy on our soul and the souls of all the Jewish people. Separate us from those who have gone astray and thrown away their eternal reward because of their lust for money. Their days are consumed with worries about earning a living. By the sweat of their brow, they will eat bread until they go back to the earth, and they will take nothing away with them after their toil. Loving God, that's a pasuk. Loving God, save us from such people. Have mercy on us and all your people, the house of Israel, and save us from the lust for your money, for money, which has become so strong and widespread in recent generations. They're with the times. Mamash, I think the Lubavitcher Rebbe said, "You got to be with the times." Mamash, this tefillah of nothing. We have reached a point where we find it impossible to take a good, calm look at ourselves and carefully think what will become of us in the end and how we'll appear when we come before the King. Instead, we are constantly preoccupied with thoughts about how to earn a living. even earning what is necessary causes us tremendous confusion. Woo! What a tefillah. The shame Klal Yisrael. Mamash, and I think the new set is out, the 50th gate, so I can't wait to get those. Tefillah 139, we all know. We don't have to say. However, Maisa, during the recitation of the Shechianu blessing of Purim Day, all those assembled should have in mind that the blessing also refers to the mitzvah of Mishloach Mano. Matanos Levionim, gifts to the poor, we should see below. Hopefully we'll get to that. In the Purim meal. Likewise, the Chazan who recites the blessing before the reading should have in mind to exempt the congregation from reciting this blessing for these mitzvot. Okay. Lamaisa. Oy. Chevra. A lot of the words of the Pirkei Avot sink in our hearts, mamash, so deeply. And just gratitude, hoda'ah, to all the tzaddikim in our generation and past generations who are coming out with these holy books, who are taking their days and mamash translating all these works, making all the connections, learning Kol Torah Kula. And we'll learn today why. Can't wait for this story from the Zidichaber. So again, Elena, mamash, we should be learning Kol Torah Kula. We'll see why in a few. Anyways, but thank you to all the tzaddikim who just allow us to chap the Torah, to just want to get closer to the Rebbeinu Shalom in a way that speaks to us in words that we could understand at this moment, at this time. So right now, B'ezrat Hashem, all the words should sink in our hearts, come closer to the Rebbeinu Shalom and Am Yisrael. Rabbi Yossi said, let your friends' money be as dear to you as your own. Make yourself fit to study the Torah, for it is not yours by inheritance, and let all your deeds be for the sake of heaven. Right away, we got to make a parallel. We got to make a connection to the Pisas and Rabbi. I'm thinking about. No, we're not going to do it because I don't know it. Can't say it's not going to be as good. Not going to be as good. But okay. We'll see it anyways. Mamish, Perek Aleph, Pasuk Vav. Right, we see the creation of man in Bereshit. Right, and we see the root word of a person, Adam, and I think later in the verse it mentions Haaretz. Right, we see the land next to the name of Adam. Right, and we it's all good. And our holy Rebbe says, Rav Yair, and I'm going to get this wrong, mamish, so mechila to our Rebbe, but he said in such a powerful soul street, he said that Adam is next to Haaretz, right? Adam, the Torah wasn't mentioned next to the name of Adam. So what do we have to do? We have to make ourselves fit to study the Torah, says the Pirkei Avot. Adam, root Adama, Haaretz. We gotta. This is Wednesday night Musar for myself. If you guys master it, mamash. But the Adama is our surrounding clean. Is where we learn Torah clean. Are we clean? Are we trying to remove the spiritual crumbs within ourselves? All these things. So anyways, a nice idea, but obviously, when the Rebbe said it, it was that much more powerful and made much more sense. So I hope that made sense. But anyways, we also see with the Pisas and Rebbe in the beginning of chapter 3 in Chovot Talmidim, he says like this: since our entire goal is to bring you closer to the Torah and to Hashem's path, we have to prepare you in the very way that the Torah commanded us. Sor meirav asatov, turn from evil and do good. Just as one cannot usher a king into a room that has not been cleaned. Imagine the fam is coming tomorrow to Israel. They come to my room, and mamash, there's dirt everywhere. and there's a pile of laundry everywhere. I'm a schnitzel. Mamish, like we can't usher the kings and the queens into the room when the room is all dirty, right? It hasn't been cleaned. One cannot make himself holy before he has removed bad qualities from his heart. Therefore, we must search within you for even the slightest of deficiencies which might hinder your ability to learn and to become close to Hashem, and remove them. All right, so here we go. This is the beginning of chapter 3. We should learn it on our own to get more. But the main idea, mamash, what does our Dalet Amot look like? Is it clean? Is it not clean? Something we got to work on. I'm mamash screaming to myself right now. My insides, the insides. Oh wow, there's so much here. Okay, so I just want to say 2 more things before we conclude. It's been over 10 minutes, but Rabbi Nachman did not want his disciples to become Melamdim, teachers of small children, because the weighty responsibility for such important work was disproportionately compensated by the low pay. But Rav Nassan once remarked, rather than becoming a merchant who doesn't practice Hibodedut, it would be better to be a melamed for a teacher. For it is inevitable that a merchant who doesn't practice Hibodedut will end up taking another person's money even without meaning to. So we're just getting a hint into 2 things. Number 1, Hibodedut. The power of Hibodedut, the power of reflection, the power of calmness, the power of introspection, and scrutinizing ourselves and having a real conversation with ourselves into what we really want and where we're going and where we're at in this present moment. It's such a beautiful opportunity to have that conversation with the creator of the world and to ourselves. And we see here that if one is just busy 18-hour days and not really setting aside time for Hibodedut, we're getting lost in the fact that maybe he doesn't need Hibodedut and he can do it on his own. Right, Rav Nassan says here he'll end up taking another person's money even without meaning to. And we see in the Pirkei Avot that let your friend's money be as dear to you as your own, and let all your deeds be for the sake of heaven. So we just have to be honest with ourselves. Again, like we mentioned in the Pisas and Rebbe, that we should be cleaning our rooms, right, reflecting, writing down, cleaning out the spiritual crumbs, the spiritual chametz. And anyways, in any case, gotta bring this powerful idea. This is the most powerful Torah I think I've ever seen. But it's on this Mishnah and from the Art Scroll. So it says like this. Rav Yitzhak Isaac of Zidichav proposed an insight into the juxtaposition of these 2 maxims: to consider another person's money dear and to apply oneself to the study of Torah. It says like this, Chavra, Mamish, this is the biggest Torah ever. People often say, let our friend learn on our behalf. You guys ever have that, like, oh, pray for me, or like, oh, go learn that for me, right? Like implying that like they're not worthy enough to pray or to learn, and they think they're not holy enough or precious enough in their Ribono Shel Olam's eyes. Let our friends learn on our behalf. Yeah, when it comes to earning money, no one is ready to allow another to possess money on his behalf. But making money, oh, you don't have to come and make money for me. I'll do that my own. But Torah and prayer, you could do that. You could do that for me. Right? I will give you the responsibility. I will let the tzaddikim, so to speak, carry the world. Right? And not give that responsibility to ourselves. Our Mishnah teaches us to adopt the opposite perspective. When dealing with issues of finances, we should consider another's money as dear to us as our own. It should be sufficient for us that someone else came into money, and we should have satisfaction from it. However, in regard to Torah, apply yourself mightily to study. Don't allow someone else to act as your proxy. We saw this other day. I think Hillel said. I just want to double check. So I don't want to misquote. So when Yochanan ben Zakkai received the tradition from Hillel and Shammai, he used to say, if you have learned much Torah, do not take credit for it, for this is why you were created. We were created to learn Torah. And we just see here, let another's possessions, money be as dear to you as your own. Right? So he was born into money. He's making money. Gishmak, good for you, Mazal Tov. But for our own Torah, the reason why we're created, we have to take that responsibility. Bezrat Hashem, sorry for the delivery. Sorry for we covered Shabbos.